Well, I think it's fucking fantastic. How on earth does he do it without being spotted?
Might be a woman, could be female. But I agree, the cunting dog's bollocks. All London is talking about the new Banksy. The grubby estates of North London saw it first. The beaming face of a happy baby smiling around the corner of a door in a deserted building. Then he popped up again, bigger, in the heart of the West End, in the middle of Soho. Before long, larger still, there was baby again, grinning at bankers on their way into work in the city. And he really attracted attention when he posed as a journalist, complete with hat, pen and paper, on the side of an abandoned factory in Wapping. Who is doing these fresh graffiti works of art, and how are they being done? The only clue is the signature, BabyDraw. Nobody witnesses the paintings, and nobody knows how they are being done, or who is the artiste. But art critics are saying this is the new Banksy, and are predicting that the paintings will fetch record prices if and when they crop up as commercial properties.
Couldn't be fancier. Now, over to Anthea.
Not quite, Trevor. It's John with the weather.
There was a boy and a girl. There's always boys and girls.
And boys, and girls, and men and women.
And love and lust, ambition, jealousy and hate.
In America, we'd be in a shopping mall.
And in China, we'd be working. Don't you just love media stereotypes? Here in Great Britain, we really should be wearing hoodies, carrying knives, taking drugs or getting drunk.
And shagging bare boys, whether they the shizzle or butters though.
Whereas in fact, we spend most of our time discussing how to avoid it.
You meet a boy, bright sparkling eyes. He seems kinda nice, perhaps a little shy. He'll walk you home, kiss you on the doorstep. Next night he'll hold your hand touch you. Don't let him touch you. He's playing the game of love and he's trying to see how much you'll let him have. And if he has you, he will run away and leave you. If he has you, he will leave you. Don't let him touch you. He'll talk and talk, how it's hard for guys. He'll be good to you, hold you when you cry. He is the only one. Now your love life's begun. He'll hold you close to him. And don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you. He's playing the game of love and he's trying to see how much you'll let him have. And if he has you, he will run away and leave you. If he has you, he will leave you. Don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you. He's playing the game of love and he's trying to see how much you'll let him have. And if he has you, he will run away and leave you. If he has you, he will leave you. Don't let him touch you. He says he's going to quit. You don't know what to do that night. You love him so. You think perhaps you might. Your heart beats fast. It's a moment here at last. He'll hold your body tight. And don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you. He's playing the game of love and he's trying to see how much you'll let him have. And if he has you, he will run away and leave you. If he has you, he will leave you. Don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you. He's playing the game of love and he's trying to see how much you'll let him have. And if he has you, he will run away and leave you. If he has you, he will leave you. Don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you.
Pestilence, plague, floods, famine, scandal, deaths, rapes. Keep abreast of the news with your magnificent, marvellous moon. Everybody's looking at the moon.
OK, Jane, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm taking a big risk here. But I'm very pleased the way you've been getting on in work experience, as we used to call it. Making the coffee, carrying messages around, learning about the paper. I'd like you to take on a big story, rather than a more experienced reporter, because I think this is a teenage tale.
That's very kind of you, sir, but do you really think I'm ready?
Yes, Jane, I think you are. And that's the first lesson. Go with your gut instincts. It's surprising how often that's right, despite all the logic. There's a feeling, a smell, a whiff of genius in following your nose. And lesson 2, like the police and the legal system, we're not interested in the truth. I know it sounds cynical, but the truth is often dull and unimportant. We have to sell newspapers like the cops and the legal system have to get convictions. We have to bend the truth, colour, inflate, blur the lines a little. We have to capture the interest of the readers.
Won't we get sued?
Very rarely. And even if there were problems, the benefit of all the publicity usually far outweighs the negatives. You have to blur the lines a little. Little lies, not big lies. Stretch the truth. If someone says, won't reveal a secret, you say, unless it's absolutely necessary, we won't tell a soul. Believe me, the profit and loss account columns in our proprietor's bank balance are absolutely necessary.
Doesn't that disturb you? I mean, if we ruin someone's life for no reason, isn't that wicked?
Yes, Jane, it is. And I would never ask you or tell you to do such a thing. I never sleep at night. But we have to make our stories interesting. We're still focusing on the basic truth. It's just we alter it slightly. Over the years, newspaper stories have changed a bit, but the motto always has to be, is it a good story? Look, come outside for a moment. You'll notice something here, Jane. Who do you see? Nobody. And what do you hear? Nothing.
Hello, the Moon offices. Yes, I'll transfer you now.
See, a newsroom used to be full of the sound of the clatter of keys and the clamour of printing machines downstairs. Now it's much quieter. You still hear phones ringing and people answering them, but most of that's been replaced by email. Much better working environment, health and safety. Millions of old hacks are deaf now, deafened by the sound of news. In the old days, typewriters clicked and banged, and reporters shouted at people. Life sounds and looks different now, but the vital priority hasn't changed at all. The message is still, it's a hell of a story. The royal family and cabinet ministers, presidents and leaders are biggest of all. Celebrities and sports people get juices running and really involved in the game of football. Educators, doctors in and nigh positions, social worker, foster parents and teachers, moral religious practitioners and holier than thou, pulpit preachers. A greasy sex scandal like olive oil helps the recipe go much slicker. Words like world exclusive make it look just a little bit quicker. Involve small children and, of course, the obligatory vicars. Busty big blondes, preferably removing their knickers. It's the stuff that dreams are made of. I wake up with the morning glory. It's a hell of a story, it's a hell of a story, it's a hell of a story, it's a hell of a story.
Walking down the street, keep your ears to the ground. It's amazing the human interest to be found. Who's screwing who behind who's back? Who's in deep trouble and who's in the sack? Important people all walk around too, not just ordinary folk like me and like you.
Those earth-shaking headlines are there to be made. Be brave, be clever, just never be afraid. Your byline is waiting to make your name. It's the wealth and riches and loads of fame. This one will run and run.
It's a hell of a story, 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 it's a hell of a story.
If ever the morality appears to stink, just remember that your veins are full of printer's ink. Even though the way of spreading it has seemed to alter, the whispering of gossip will never falter. From pen to paper to online rumour, minor indiscretion or terminal tumour. Never check the fact, just become an assumer. And work your headlines with a sense of humour.
Yesterday's papers wrap fish and chips. Today's internet scandals use the chips or tips. You can instigate dramas, inspire wars and fights with just a few million random megabytes. It started in villages and spread to cities, then conquered the world, cloaked in breast and titties. Never forget a good dose of sex always wins you love and respect.
It's a hell of a story, 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 it's a hell of a story.
Ever since the Christians, lions and thrills, the punters like the diet in blood-soaked pills.
It's a hell of a story, 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 it's a hell of a story.
So never forget, the only thing that matters is give them something to encourage the chatters. A juicy topic for coffee or tea. How does this relate to me, me, me?
Me, 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 me. This one will run and run. It's a hell of a story, 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 it's a hell of a story.
story I want you to cover is this baby graffiti one. You've seen the paintings?
Yes, they're wonderful.
I want you to find out who's doing them and how. I'd like to do a big story on this, probably front page. An exclusive. You're going undercover, Jane. Infiltrate the team, then reveal who you are, promise some exclusive coverage, and we'll bring in a photographer, give them full support, and so on and so on.
That sounds very exciting.
Yes, Jane, it is. I see this as a feel-good story. We're on their side. They're doing something beautiful. Promise them that our legal team will make sure they're not prosecuted and will lobby to get the paintings protected. But first you need to get in there and find out who BabyDraw is and how they're putting them up.
Have we got any leads about where to start?
Yes, we have. It's rumoured they're up in the North London estate where the paintings were first sighted. So get on up there, get yourself a room, mix with the kids, infiltrate the team, and find out how it's happening. Let us know every move you make. Good luck, Jane. Keep us informed.
Thanks for helping me on my secret mission, Tabby. Actually, I'm glad you got here a bit early because I know we were at college together for like a year and we went out together all the time, but we've never actually spoke about our backgrounds.
No. All right then, well, who's going to go first?
You can.
All right. Well, my parents came over from Jamaica long before I was born. They met over here, fell in love. My brother came first. He's a police officer, poor sod.
Why poor sod?
Well, it's totally racist, the police force. Tony says that they tease him every single day. You know, it's all jokey and stuff, but it's all racist gags about his colour and that. Like the morality, he's found that at first they nudge the details when they know the guy is guilty. And then they start improving the facts when they think the guy is guilty. Slowly but surely, they all go completely bent, with the best intentions, of course, but never really actually knowing what they're doing. Tony feels it's the same with colour. He knows it's going to be really difficult to get a promotion, except he plays the race card, which of course makes him just as bad as them. And then he'll become the Uncle Tom top black guy, because they need a few black guys high up to show that they're not racist. He does rap a bit though. He was going to call himself Rap Cop or Plod MC, but he decided against that and went with Biggie Big instead. And he's got a hit.
B-5-0 from rub it hard and I will come. My story starts in old Baghdad when a golden lamp was unearthed by a fine young lad. Aladdin is named, a stealer of tricks. He examined the engraved Arabic hieroglyphics. Rub it hard and make a wish. Rub it hard and watch me grow. Rub it hard and I will come to obey your every command, you know. He polished the lamp and a genie appeared, swelling enormous muscles, turban and a beard, scimitar, brandish, razor sharp and bright, gold to silver, satin to silk, sparkling in the night. You are my master. His deep voice boom, tyrant mighty, position assumed. I'm here to do your bidding, my friend. Call me anytime with the lamp, just email and send. Rub it hard and make a wish. Rub it hard and watch me grow. Rub it hard and I will come to obey your every command, you know. Griffin Day Salat was a superstar, famous and rich, in a Rolls Royce car. Cash chicks and smash hits, a wicked cool rapper, seen in clubs with fine ladies by every new snapper, scoring lines of drugs all over the charts, owning banks and department stores and hundreds of tars. He was ruling the globe, a prince among men. When he needed a lift, he just polished the lamp again. Rub it hard and make a wish. Rub it hard and watch me grow. Rub it hard and I will come to obey your every command. his own image, he thought he was cool. He passed out one night, he lost a lamp. Now he's back on the streets, a penniless tramp. Rub it hard and make a wish. Rub it hard and watch me grow. Rub it hard and I will come to obey on every command, you know. Rub it hard and make a wish. Rub it hard and watch me grow. Rub it hard and I will come to obey on every command, you know. Rub it hard and make a wish. Rub it hard and watch me grow. Rub it hard and I will come to obey on every command, you know.
Well, that's fine. You just told me everything about Tony, but nothing about you.
Okay, if you're so clever, who exactly is Jane Fellows then?
Well, I live with my mum, who brought me up as a single mum since I was 2 or 3 when she left my dad. We never see him anymore since it all ended badly, but I don't really want to talk about that.
Okay, fair enough. Do you know what? This really isn't getting us anywhere. Why don't we go on to that club that everyone from here goes to, soak up the atmosphere, and we can talk about this later?
Thanks for holding my hand, Tabby.
That's right. I'm your best friend, Jane. That's what best friends are for, innit? By the way, did you know that there's reverse racism? My parents think it's amazing that my best friend is white.
Thing off your lap. If you survive this antisocial behavior, you're gonna have to face a long-term prison rap. It's illegal, it's immoral, it's unhealthy, but it's fun. It's illegal, it's immoral, it's unhealthy, but it's fun. Don't put your foot down too far now, and don't mess where you ought not to mess. Either your health or society's protectors is gonna catch up with you one day, more or less. It's illegal, it's immoral, it's unhealthy, but it's fun. It's illegal, it's immoral, it's unhealthy, but it's fun.
Hi, I'm Johnny Bambino. I haven't seen you here before. This is Jay.
Hi, I'm Jane. This is Tabitha.
Don't tell anyone, but I'm the one who paints those babies everywhere, but we're keeping it a secret. You know, Bambino, baby.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm Jane. I'm meant to be undercover from the Moon newspaper, but we want to do a big spread about you.
Great, no problem. Why don't you two come on our next adventure and, well, then you can see how it's done. But, let's get to know each other first, yeah?
Stupid. Yeah, stupid.
It's
So I decided to start doing the drawings on doors and walls and places. I was never going to get them seen staying in St. Martin's. Every picture moves along, from the sweet, innocent, charming babies in the first ones to the more ominous and malevolent ones now. The idea is that the perpetrators of crime were all babies once, and it's just the way that society brings them up that turns them bad.
No, I've never dated seriously. Put it this way, I've never fallen in love. I suppose I've always thought they could turn bad, like my father did.
Oh yeah, I've had some experiences. There was this older guy when I was younger. He was gay, and we experimented, but it wasn't really my scene. Dozens of girls, but all a bit brain dead. I guess I was just too busy being arty, I suppose.
I really love my mum. She's had to put up with so much, and it can't have been easy bringing me up in that world, but I have to move on now, though I don't want to desert her.
I mean, there's so much wrong with the world. It's like there's no tolerance anymore, no decency, no kindness. I mean, how did it all happen?
Someone who laughs, someone who cries, someone with sense and observation and sensitivity and intelligence.
So you're not looking for much then?
I do love writing, but I wonder how this whole journalism thing will work out. I mean, I'm not convinced by the morality, but then I'm not convinced by any morality. Religions say they have the answer, but I don't believe in any of them.
I love the baby on the building with the building blocks. They're really colourful and nice.
The babies? Oh, they're beautiful. I love them. They're so cute.
Oh, I love the babies on buildings. Oh, my wife and I love that journalist baby. He's so cute.
All my friends, when I get to work, they say, "Did you see that baby? Did you see it?" It's just like, we all talk about it every morning. We have our coffee and our digestives. We're there talking about the babies all morning.
Yeah, I think the babies on the buildings are brilliant. Yeah, I walk to work every day and it inspires me to have a good day at work. Yeah, it's brilliant. I think they're really good and creative, and I love creative energy.
I have to say that a lot of graffiti art is real art, and I really do like looking at it.
It's just amazing, like the way they got the baby dressed up like a banker. It just, it's so poignant and so relevant to the way things are today. We're all watching our pennies, even the babies.
Babies on the buildings. Do you like them?
Not really.
No, they're a bit lame. Rubbish.
I just love the colours. They're just really lovely, the way they've been drawn. The colours really come at you. I love it. They're just beautiful.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't point that thing at me. Get out of here.
Okay, so I come up with an idea for baby, and then I sketch it out. And then I work on making like a small stencil, and then I do a bigger one, and then it's ready. And that's where Jay Fratello comes in. He's the military wing.
Well, I get a few friends together who can be relied upon to keep their mouths shut. Johnny and I choose a site. The higher the profile each time, the better. We call ourselves the Sharks. Then often in the early hours of the morning, we go down Jack's van. The 6 of us wearing fluorescent jackets, hard hats. Scaffolding's up in minutes. Tarpaulin in front. Signs on the floor saying men at work, and sometimes gas leak. 1 hour maximum. Down it comes, off we go. Another baby drawn, nobody any the wiser.
How do you make any money from it?
Oh, we don't. We just do it for the fun of it. Dozens of graffiti guys get arrested and go to prison every month. So we have to keep the details quiet. But it's fun and it makes people think and laugh, and we're not harming anybody.
Yeah, but Banksy is acclaimed as an artist.
Yeah, the guy's brilliant, but for every Banksy there's like hundreds of the rest of us, from simple spoilers and vandals, and to like more creative painters back in the day. And the law applies to the lot of us.
So we're going to have to be discreet about the details we use.
Yeah, a lot of our sources tell us, and it is assumed.
Well, the subs know how to phrase things to avoid libel suits, so I'm sure they know how to dodge criminal issues. After all, we could be done for assisting a crime. Attempted murder is as serious as murder.
I got a friend who got done for attempted rape, which was, do you want to? No? Oh, okay then.
I reckon we avoid using any real hacks or photographers. Tabby and I come down with my trusty Canon digital camera. After I've written the piece, I can show it to you. If there's anything dangerous, we can take it out and then I'll submit it.
Sounds cool to me. Well, I don't mind getting fingered as long as I don't end up on the inside. That's the reason people like Banksy and others chose to hide behind tags. Mine didn't. Others decided they quite like fame outside of the scene. I always reckon BabyDraw would come out eventually.
This is a whole new world to me. I've spotted some really terrific graffiti, but I've never really thought much about it.
Yeah, it's been around for ages in Japan and the States and, well, everywhere. I mean, the basics on trains and stuff can just be like boring tags. I mean, most graffiti is bloody awful. There's like ghastly fat letters. But the best can be fantastic. Do you want me to escort you home, Tabby?
You mean us black girls can't look after ourselves? No, that would be cool, thanks.
Cool. You don't think the moon will screw me?
They promised me they'd be 100% supportive. I mean, I wouldn't trust them an inch, but I actually think it's in their interest to support you. At least for now, anyway.
Well, might as well go for it then.
I've got a terrible secret.
Yeah, really? What's that?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret. But, okay, well, I like someone. It's not cool at all to like.
Who?
Grown up a lot, your eyes are still bright, and your body's still hot. There's tattoos on your skin, and there's beard on your face. Oh Rob, my Rob, no one's taking your place. I saw you and loved you when I was a child. Your singing and dancing all just drove me wild. I got older and knew to find somebody new. Oh Rob, my Rob, but that someone's still you. Oh Robbie, there's no doubt at all as I sleep and I cry that it's you whom I dream of and will till I die. When the sun fades away and the world splits apart. Oh Rob, my Rob, just be good to my heart. Oh Rob, my Rob, just be good to my heart. Robbie, never leave me, don't desert me.
The latest in the series of baby drawings that everybody loves and everyone is talking about has appeared on a wall just around the corner from the seat of government, the Houses of Parliament.
And this one is more controversial. Baby is dressed as a bishop, carrying a large knife, and the gleam in his eye is definitely less childlike.
How on earth it was painted just yards away from 10 Downing Street, an area teeming with security, is incredible to contemplate. But there it is. A message to the Prime Minister.
Yes, BabyDraw goes social commentary. Deal with knife crime now.
I can't believe you're even thinking of it. She's a work experience kid, for God's sake. The photos are amateur, the writing is school level, at best. At least let me rewrite it and spike it up with a bit of drama and adult expression.
No, I like the naivety of it. We've got an exclusive. He's a cute kid, looks innocent, great blurry shots. I told her to write it so he doesn't get into trouble, and she's done a perfect job. I love it. She looks great too. It's the best of teenagers.
I think you've lost your marbles, but it's your paper. If you really want to turn this into student news, that's your prerogative. Grown-up word. I just ask a favour. Let me do the hatchet job when you inevitably decide, as you will, that the time is right to turn against him and chop him into nasty little pieces.
In an incredible exclusive, the Daily Moon has discovered the identity of BabyDraw. He's believed to be a teenager named Johnny Bambino, a student at St Martin's College of Art in London's West End. There will, of course, be a police investigation.
But we gather it's unlikely he'll be prosecuted for criminal trespass or vandalism. Indeed, there's even a rumour he's now been offered a record contract.
The moment I saw your photo in the Moon, I thought, I wonder whether he can sing. And so I was delighted to discover that you can, Johnny. I specialise in making smash hits, and this is the perfect song for you. I can almost guarantee you a #1, and I reckon we'll release a second smash before the first one dips. Our main aim is to block off the top slot for the rest of the year, to make it an exclusive Johnny Bambino piece of real estate.
Can you do that?
With the right viral marketing and download fan base, yes. No problem. If the track is good enough. And believe me, this is going to be a stonker.
I love the title. Baby, I Gotta Go. It kind of predicts the demise of BabyDraw. But he's not finished yet, is he, Johnny?
No, I mean, I've got a few monsters up my sleeve.
That's what we like to hear. Lots more publicity and loads of fun. We'll turn you into the next Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, Robbie Williams.
Oh, don't let Tabby hear you say that. Here's your penny, Master, all ready to go.
Hey guys, listen to this. It's my latest hit, about to blast the internet to pieces. Don't you love that bass? Nobody's ever done anything like it. And check out the lyric. It's strange.
I'll give you a penny if you'll walk with me. I'll give you a shilling for your smile. I'll give you a pound if you'll talk with me. I'll give you 100 for a mile. I'll give you the secret of youth, girl. I'll bring you the sun from the sky. I'll give you the moon from the night time. I'll buy you an elephant's eye. But all I want is to hold you, honey. Touch you, here you'll be mine. I don't care if the sky is in the air. We got love, we got lust, we got power. I'll give you the key to the garden. I'll give you diamonds and pearls. I'll find you the rubies in the eyes of the God's girl, the fruits and the treasures of four worlds, emeralds, deep gold and silver, damask, frankincense and myrrh. I'll give you silks from Bangkok, girl, rich mink, pure white, ermine and fur. But all I want is to hold you, honey, touch you, here you'll be mine. I don't care if the sky is in the air. We got love, we got lust, we got power.
working on the last and biggest baby drawer of all. It's not going to be ready for months, but it's going to shock them.
Ooh, what is it?
Well, I don't want to discuss it yet, just in case it doesn't work, but in the meantime, I've got to think of places to put it. It's got to be our biggest and most high-profile one yet. But in the meantime, there's all these flipping silly records.
I think they're great, actually.
Yeah, very commercial, very catchy. So you mean you hate them?
No, I like them, actually. I mean, I am your guitarist and backing singer after all, but they won't be changing the world.
Well, the final baby drawer will. I can guarantee that.
Baby's swan song.
Credit where due. The moon's coming pretty supportive so far, Jane.
Yes, so far, but I don't trust them. Every day I'm there I question the morality of the place. Or rather the lack of morality. I mean, all they care about is the spectacle and the story. It's like working in a world of primary colours.
Well, the money's coming useful. The crew's far better equipped for the big baby draw.
I'm not sure about pretending to be a rock star. I mean, all that posing and strutting, it really isn't me.
Oh, I think it suits you. You're a natural performer, dear.
As we predicted weeks ago, Johnny Bambino is at #1 this week with his first single, Baby I Gotta Go.
From painting babies on walls to singing about babies on the radio, he's taken the world by storm. Back to the Hilt by Britain's #1 tabloid, The Daily Moon.
It's had more downloads than anything since the internet began, and the most hits and views on YouTube since That Woman with the Dog.
Enough, Anthea. Let's see the video.
So cold, honey, you're making me shiver. Baby, I'm looking in your eyes. There's nothing I see there but hang up some lies, girl. Baby, I gotta go. Can't stick around here anymore. Baby, I gotta go. I'm not waiting for you. No, no, no. Baby, you're forcing me down, girl. There's nothing that's left, girl. Gonna get out of town, girl. Around here anymore. Baby, I gotta go. I'm not waiting for you. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no.
You really going to town on this one, Marshall?
It's ages since we've had a star, and Johnny is ours, thanks to Jane. He's young, handsome. We own him as a celebrity. The girls adore him. Screaming teens everywhere. I bet you ran the gauntlet when you came through the barrier this morning.
Yes, he and our brand new Fortress skyscraper. I preferred Fortress Whopping. At least it was wide rather than tall. So you're happy that the moon turns into a cross between smash hits and hello?
For the moment, yes.
Ah, for the moment. I love those words. Do remember to let me know when the moment changes.
So, Jane's never had a proper boyfriend before, especially not a famous one.
Mum, I'm not a baby anymore.
I'm only famous because the Judas media have given me the spotlight for the moment. I don't trust them an inch. But I do hope Jane loves me for me, and well, not just my body.
So you wouldn't leave her for some gorgeous groupie?
I promise I will only leave her for her own good.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Has Jane ever spoken about her father to you at all?
Only that you left him, but I mean, she doesn't really like to talk about it that much.
It was love at first sight for a girl and a boy. My life filled with meaning, my heart filled with joy. With his fair hair and blue eyes that only saw me. Every girl at school envied how my future would be. We loved each other's families, the wedding was white. Our days were just perfect, and so were our nights. We moved to our new house in marital bliss. The rest of our lives would be like this. Then one day we were out about some trivial thing. He just saw a servant and he was the king. He shouted at me and shattered my heart. He shouted at me and I recoiled apart. When he saw I was hurting, pulled me to his arms, said he'd love me forever and protect me from harm. Our loving was better than ever before. We had a little daughter who we loved more and more. He was the finest father that Jane could have had, the perfect loving husband, the best caring dad. Then he started to go out at night with his friends, apologized for coming home, said he'd make amends, but every time was later and always belligerent. His breath stank of beer and the evening he'd spent. He hit me again, walked right out that door. He hit me again, walked right out that door. He hit me again. He always said he loved me, said it would all turn out right. I started wearing sunshades all day and all night. I couldn't go out shopping, we didn't talk anymore. My heavenly home had turned into war. He hit me again, walked right out that door. He hit me again, walked right out that door. He hit me again. When I didn't feel the pain, he saw I was numb again. His eyes turned to Jane. He hit her again, walked right out that door. He hit her again, walked right out that door. Then he hit me again, walked right out that door. He hit me again, walked right out that door.
He's done it. It hasn't happened for decades that the same artiste knocks themselves off the top slot of the pop charts with their second release. But Johnny Bambino specialises in breaking new ground.
And painting new walls. His latest baby drawing graces a huge space close to the Ministry of Defence. And this time, Baby, with a definite military sparkle in his eye, is holding a machine gun. Baby is getting more and more critical of our society, and many agree with it.
But let's not get dirty, as Johnny Bambino, reputed to be the baby drawer, sings in his latest giant smash global download Top of the Pops.
Jack stared at limping John, said, my friend, I know just where that card came from. Standing there on the sawdust floor, I'm gonna say it once, don't wanna say it no more. Let's not get dirty, don't know that I like your kind. Let's not get dirty, don't know that I like your kind. Get as far as the bedroom door, so she raised herself to her tallest form, and she curled her ruby lips and she spat with scorn. Let's not get dirty, don't know that I like your kind. Let's not get dirty, don't know that I like your kind. From good English stock, she didn't believe in going up at half-cock. Standing there in her funeral frock, she sang to the king as she sank to the block. Let's not get dirty, don't know that I like your kind. Let's not get dirty, don't know that I like your kind. Let's not get dirty, don't know that I like your kind. Let's not get dirty, don't know that I like your kind. I mean, this is all ridiculous. I never imagined becoming a pop star, and it feels absurd. I'm an artist, not a singer. I'm not even a very good artist.
Rubbish, Johnny, you're a wonderful artist. Different and original and talented. Besides which, we've all pretended to be a pop star at some point in our bedroom with our hairbrushes.
Did you? Honest?
Of course. I always wanted to be a very, very naughty girl.
When I was at comfort school, I said all my praise. Well, none of the other girls would bother to say theirs. They were smoking and drinking and running quite wild. I was clean, I was sweet, a very good little child. And this boy in the garden was pulling up weeds. Said he needed a kiss to fulfill all his needs. Didn't know what he meant, cause my lips and my eyes. And he hold me so close, and he moans in his eyes. To me to pretend I was eating an apple. Then around the corner comes sister from chapel.
I have to say, in all my years in the industry, I've never known anyone like it.
Like what, Ben?
Like Johnny. Every single star I've known turns into a prick the moment they hit the charts, and that includes the girls. They can be the sweetest, most down-to-earth kids before. But the second they start getting singles, boom, forget it. Monsters. In public, and on the surface, they usually stay obedient to image, modest, shy, self-deprecatory, love their mums, give to charity, smile at paparazzi. But in reality they swear, snap, snarl, lose their temper, moan, complain, and wear dark fucking glasses.
But Johnny?
Johnny has been totally and utterly unaffected by the entire experience. He's the biggest star in the world, worshipped by every single young girl and most gay men, but it's as though he hasn't even noticed.
So why are you complaining?
I'm not complaining. Apart from the fact that he very sweetly declines to do most of the essential promotional things like touring, TV and interviews. But we can live with that. We're shifting millions. Because I'm making great records with him, he's selling shitloads. He does what I ask him to do in the studio. He attends vital photo sessions. And then afterwards, he goes back and returns to his old life. It's very refreshing and very unusual. He hasn't even demanded an audit yet.
You're the only person I want to have seen the final BabyDraw before it goes up. I mean, it's really going to make the shit hit the fan.
Do you think this is a good idea? I mean, I see the point of it, and it's a terrific piece of art, and it makes a statement, but it will change everything for the worse.
Yeah, I know. And it's the one thing that makes me worry about Jane.
Are you showing it to her?
No. Nobody. Not even the rest of the crew, not until it goes up. I mean, this could destroy Jane just by association after we do it. I don't know, what do you think?
Will she support you?
I mean, yeah, she'll understand, but thinking of a life and a career... And can you imagine what the moon will do to me and her? I mean, if they thought that she knew and didn't tell them... I don't know. What do I do?
Pretend to end it, for the moment. Spread the word it's a split, then she won't get the blame for not passing on the info.
I don't know. She'll never be able to fake it.
Oh, and don't tell her it's a fake. Make up a silly row about something trivial. It happens in all relationships.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's good to rock the boat a couple of times.
I'm not convinced, so... Well, let's think about it.
This isn't going to be easy anyway. Taller and wider than anything we've ever done before. And a really high-profile spot. We'll need everything ready to go. Huge signs claiming official permission. Scaffolding will need to go up in minutes. We'll need huge sections prepared. I mean, are you going to be ready to finish it within an hour at 3 AM?
Yeah, no problem, but... This is the big one.
Why are you giving up, baby?
I don't think we'll have any choice after they see this. And it was all meant to sort of build up to this ultimate comment and then, I don't know, let it all go. And besides, I don't think it's become a bit predictable.
I agree. I'm boring. It's like a time warp.
boring. Boring. It's so fucking boring. The girls all look the same, the money's been and gone. I've looked at every picture, heard every song. It's all repeats for me, I don't belong. I'm tired, tired. I'm living in a fucking time warp. I'm living in a fucking time warp.
Well, it really is remarkable. He's the Cliff Richard of the new millennium, the Elvis Presley of the era, the Beatles of the noughties.
Enough hyperbole already, Trevor. But it is quite an achievement. Roaring into the charts at #1 and displacing his previous #1, which had sat there for 10 weeks. This one is dedicated to all those holidaying kids bronzing themselves on Mediterranean beaches.
Sounds nice. Cocktails with ice and fruit and rum. And umbrellas.
Johnny Bambino goes straight in at #1 with his new single. And we're going to break all the rules of news television and play the entire video from start to finish. At the risk of sounding like Jimmy Savile, here it is, guys and gals. Don't forget me when you're on your island.
Don't forget me when you're on your island, swimming in the sun, having loads of fun. Don't forget me when you're on your island, 'cause I'll be thinking of you. So we finally got it together, and now you're going away. It's a fine time when you're falling in love to have to take a holiday. I'll be sweating away in the city, trying hard not to cry in my beer. I suppose that's the way it goes. Everyone runs at this time of year. But don't forget me when you're on your island, swimming in the sun, having loads of fun. Don't forget me when you're on your island, 'cause I'll be thinking of you. It's a fact you're incredibly attractive, and I can see the vibe staggering through space. So you've just got to promise me you'll turn away if you see an even vaguely pretty face. You can think of all the tricks we'll get up to if you need a thought to wipe away your tears. Though we may be apart for a few more weeks, with luck we'll soon be making it for years and years. So don't forget me when you're on your island, swimming in the sun, having loads of fun. Don't forget me when you're on your island, 'cause I'll be thinking of you. No, don't forget me when you're on your island, swimming in the sun, having loads of fun. Don't forget me when you're on your island, 'cause
believe it. That's the 3rd #1 in a row. That's like 4 months at the top. 20 consecutive weeks. I mean, Bryan Adams, eat your heart out.
And wet, wet, wet.
Oh, please don't mention wet, wet, wet. All them crop circles.
What's crop's got to do with it?
Reg Presley of the Trogs wrote it, and he's a great believer in crop circles. I know everything about farming. In fact, I know everything about everything.
Like?
Well, you know why Welsh farmers wear those outsized Wellington boots? It's to put the sheep's back legs in when they're...
Stop right there.
Jane, I need a quiet word. Come over here.
What's all that about?
It's not what it seems. Don't worry about it. It's just something we need to do before the next Sharks outing.
And when he told me that he didn't love me, I cried. Now Johnny, if you're listening, you've known me for some time. You know I'm not the kind of girl who's given to crying, but I've gotta tell you that when you told me that you didn't love me, I cried. You took me by my hand and led me outside to the place near the dance hall where we used to go to all the times. And then when you left me, I just gotta own up, I cried. Now Johnny, I'm not trying to pressurize you or jeopardize you or mesmerize you. And Johnny, they say that you're meant to be kind, but you're driving me out of my mind. I'm not gonna shout now or scream or go crazy, though all my life has gone foggy and hazy. I know that you want me, but not for my heart, boy. And when you told me that, boy, I cried. Now Johnny, I'm not trying to pressurize you or jeopardize you or mesmerize you. And Johnny, they say that you're meant to be kind, but you're driving me out of my mind. Now Johnny, if you care just a little bit for me, please come back one more time and say you adore me. 'Cause I gotta tell you that when you told me that you didn't love me, I cried. Johnny, you made me cry.
That's it. Now we crucify him.
What do you mean? Bloody hell. Is he out of his mind? Where is it?
You'll never guess.
Well, I hate to say it, but I agree with you for once. Crucify him! Front page!
He's gone too far this time. Desecrating the wall of Westminster Abbey, one of our oldest Christian institutions, with another baby drawing, and hopefully the last one. Graffiti erasers are rushing round there as we speak. We can't even show you a censored version of it. Suffice it to say, Baby is holding in his hand his own giant, erect, adult, male appendage. And his expression is one of, shall we say, pleasure.
Words fail me. What on earth induced this? To throw away such a promising career with such a thoughtless, tasteless, obscene gesture.
It's perfectly possible. He'll be prosecuted for this. The new pornography laws classify this as real abuse. A baby with an adult member. He could get years.
Johnny, I quite understand the new BabyDraw. In fact, I think it's brilliant. You're making the point you've always wanted to make, and I understand why you wanted to push me away from it. Everyone here is treating me as though I'm a leper. Eyes averted, no comment, walking past swiftly. I love you, Johnny. Do you still love me?
Jane, my darling, my lover, of course I do. You're the only one for me. I'm so glad you understand. I had to make it look like we'd split up so you could say you knew nothing about it. Tell you all in person tomorrow, but the shit is really hitting the fan. Going out with the sharks to sort something out. Stay put.
He was always a sham, a fake, seducing the kids with simple catchy songs and happy cartoons. But now the truth is out there. This vile pervert deserves all he will get. Nobody will ever buy another of his records or want to look at his sick drawings. He will be spattered in the streets and reviled in pubs and chanted about on football terraces. Johnny Bambino has betrayed us all. He has tried to con us, but we won't be fooled again. End of false hero, feet of filthy clay.
I've just heard Johnny Bambino has been attacked. He's been stabbed in the street by a gang of kids. 6 blows to the stomach. Rushed to St Mary's, dead on arrival.
Jane took the lift to the top floor of the skyscraper. She said a little prayer for Johnny and whispered, "I will always love you." And then softly and discreetly, still carrying her handbag, without removing her favourite shoes, gracefully walked off the edge of the roof.
Some bimbo's thrown herself off the building.
God, it will take forever getting out of here.
Turns out that Johnny hadn't been stabbed at all. Another member of the Sharks, Jack, sustained minor superficial wounds. Hold the front page, change the front page. Girlfriend of vile pervert and ex-Moon employee kills herself. Jay went round to Johnny's room and found his brother hanging by a homemade rope. The tabloids went to town on how he had killed himself in a fit of remorse over the dreadful final baby drawing. But just before he died, Johnny had recorded a YouTube video.
If you're seeing this, then I'm dead. And I'm sure the appalling media are portraying it as due to remorse for my final work. That's absolutely not true. I stand by everything I said in all of my baby drawings. A baby becomes a child, then a teenager, then an adult, growing all the time. I hate this madness of hypocrisy, especially over sex. There's nothing wrong with sex, as long as both parties enjoy it and understand what they're doing. No, the reason I've chosen to end my life is because I can't live without the love of my life. She is gone. So I must go too. Thank you all. You've been fantastic. Don't be sad. If there's an afterlife, we'll be there.
So the stories of life go on. People grow. Boys and girls fall in love. Everyday dramas play themselves through. Some are lost. Some never find happiness. Some exist in bitterness. But each day dawns anew.
It was all going so well and looking so great for both of them.
I feel a bit responsible. It was my idea that Johnny pretended to break it off with Jane so she wouldn't get shot on when the last BabyDraw appeared.
No. She knew why Johnny did it. Okay, then made up. She called me and she told me it was that bloody fake media story that Johnny had been stabbed. She believed it.
She should have known by now. Never believe anything in the media.
But that doesn't answer the question. Where did it all go wrong?
Where did it all go wrong? They seem to have a love so strong, a future so sure and bright. Forever for each other, it appeared so right. Where did it all go wrong? It sounded like the perfect song, both of them young and free. It looked as though everything was meant to be. You wake some sunny morning, the sky is bright and the sun is dawning. Then there's a crack of thunder, down pours the rain to drown you under. The world has changed, it seems so strange. It's always out of our hands. Our destiny is somehow planned. Just when you least expect it, a lightning bolt flashes through and wrecks it. That's the way it goes. Where did it all go wrong? They seem to have a love so strong, strong enough to withstand disaster, quick enough to move out of the way much faster, true enough to challenge the haters, good enough to beat second raters, deep enough to swim forever and ever and ever. When the world seems to turn against you, never let the bastards get you down. We'll still have their memories so fine and true. Never let the bastards get you down. That way you'll always win.
Marshall, I've got this terrific piece on Bambino's family, how they were let down, and the wreckage of Jane's mother, and...
No, enough already. That's yesterday's news. Everyone's forgotten about that. Johnny Bambino's history.
But this opens new doors and exposes...
Finish! Move on. This cabinet minister we suspect likes cool boys. How can we get evidence?
When you're feeling cynical and cold, no matter how young you are, you think you're old. There's always a reason to smile and sing. When your heart tells you to give up and quit, and no matter how fit you are, you feel like shit. There's always a reason to feel like a king. Hope will always be there for you. Life will always be there for you. Love will always be waiting for you to find it.
When you think that everything you read is crap and the morning papers are clearly lies and pap, there's always online to make you grin.
When the TV and radio are blatant rubbish, spouting garbage, relentless, never finished. There's always the internet to crush the spin.
Hope will always be there for you. Life will always be there for you. Love will always be waiting for you to find it. Think of this as
as a morality fable, changing your attitude if you are able, carrying your future with the notes, hear the message, ignore the quotes.
Hope will always be there for you. Life will always be there for you. Love will always be waiting for you to find.
Hope's gonna be there. It's gonna be there for you.
Life will always be there.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. Love's gonna be there. Always gonna be there.
Will always be there for you. Life
It's gonna be
will always be there.
Gonna be there for you. Love's gonna be
Will always be waiting for you to
Well, that's all the news for now. May your romances be romancier. See you tomorrow, Anthea.
And may you live forever. Until tomorrow, Trevor.
Don't forget me when you're on your island, swimming in the sun, having loads of fun. Don't forget me when you're on your island, 'cause I'll be thinking of you. So we finally got it together, and now you're going away. It's a fine time when you're falling in love to have to take a holiday. I'll be sweating away in the city, trying hard not to cry in my beer. I suppose that's the way it goes. Everyone runs at this time of year. But don't forget me when you're on your island, swimming in the sun, having loads of fun. Don't forget me when you're on your island, 'cause I'll be thinking of you. It's a fact you're incredibly attractive, and I can see the vibes staggering through space. So you've just got to promise me you'll turn away if you see an even vaguely pretty face. You can think of all the tricks we'll get up to, if you need a thought to wipe away your tears. Though we may be apart for a few more weeks, with luck we'll soon be making it for years and years.